The artificial intelligence boom is building some of the largest infrastructure projects in modern history. But here's something most people haven't realized. There may never be another ribbon cutting for an AI data center. Not because construction is slowing down, because these facilities may never actually be finished. For decades, data centers were relatively straightforward projects. A company bought land, constructed a building, installed servers, held a grand opening, then moved on to the next project. That model is rapidly disappearing. The AI era has fundamentally changed the scale of data center construction. Just a few years ago, a 20 megawatt data center was considered enormous. Today, developers are planning campuses measured in hundreds of megawatts and increasingly entire gigawatts. For perspective, 1 gigawatt is enough electricity to power hundreds of thousands of homes. These are no longer simply buildings. They're becoming industrial-scale infrastructure systems. Look at what's happening right now. Meta is constructing a massive AI campus in Indiana that is expected to ultimately reach approximately 1 gigawatt of capacity. Across Texas, developers are proposing campuses exceeding 1 gigawatt. Elsewhere in the U.S., projects are breaking ground almost monthly. At this scale, AI infrastructure begins to resemble something entirely different: a power plant, an airport, an industrial complex, or even a city. And cities are never truly finished. Neither are power grids, neither are airports. And increasingly, AI campuses may not be finished either, because the industry is moving toward continuous deployment. One building comes online, another building is under construction, one substation is energized. The next cluster is already being assembled. By the time one phase is operational, the next expansion has already begun. The campus is in a constant state of growth. This is partly because demand for AI is arriving faster than infrastructure can be built. Utilities have multi-year queues. Large transformers have extended delivery timelines. The bottlenecks are no longer purely technological. They're physical, they're electrical, they're industrial. The AI race is increasingly becoming an infrastructure race. And infrastructure moves differently than software. Software can scale almost instantly. Electrical infrastructure cannot. You cannot download another gigawatt of power. You have to build it. You have to permit it. You have to finance it. You have to connect it. And increasingly, you have to continuously expand it. That may be why the traditional ribbon cutting is becoming obsolete. A ribbon cutting implies completion, but these campuses are designed to evolve over years, sometimes decades. The opening day may simply represent one milestone in an ongoing build-out. The project isn't ending, it's merely entering its next phase. This is one of the biggest stories in artificial intelligence that isn't receiving enough attention. The future of AI isn't arriving all at once, it's arriving incrementally. Megawatt by megawatt, substation by substation, building by building, GPU cluster by GPU cluster. And because these campuses increasingly function like living infrastructure systems, there may never be a final grand opening. There may never be another ribbon cutting. At TrendyVest, we'll continue tracking these projects in real time, from groundbreaking announcements to power approvals to new phases of construction. Because the real story isn't simply when a data center opens. The real story is watching the physical backbone of artificial intelligence being built before our eyes. And for perhaps the first time in modern technology history, the world's most important infrastructure project may never actually be finished.